All right. And I'm going to start by saying, call on your hope, my sin, my sin, the confidence. Don't ever plus the millstones, don't ever plus how I'm down. He said, just all you occupied 4 corners of the earth. He preached teach you how to shine the gospel. He said, just all you aqua. Keep listening and learning. All right. And we almost out of here. The time is getting short. Uh, just keep believing, keep the faith, keep the hope. All right. Keep pushing. All right. I'm Gaquan from YSO. And I wish I sanctify you. I ran across this video. I'm just sitting here and I was going to do a video and I was asking the Lord, Lord, give me a video. And I was like, you pray for the spirit, the strength and the spirit to hit me, and the spirit to hit me. So I was like, okay, I'm just not going to force it. So I was going to wait. And I was just sitting looking on YouTube, whatever. You know how you get little stuff pop up. And this little enemy popped up with, with this Tupac, right? All right. But the Lord works through everybody in his own ways, right? The Lord will push. You can see the spirit. Jake always in that spirit, man. Jake is always in the spirit. He knows there's a higher power. He knows that what he's in is wrong, but he don't know no other way. He can't seem to find another way. Well, you know, and right quick before I finish up, I'm going to read this. This is Job 12 and 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. That's right. So we're all the Lord's, whether you're the deceived people or you're the deceiver. If you're doing the deceiving, you're the Lord's. If you're the deceived, you're the Lord. You're the deceived and the deceiver is his. Okay? So Yahweh Shema Shah controls all things. And he works through everybody. Whether it's on the left hand side or the right hand side, the angels go out and do their bidding. The left hand do their job, the right hand do their job. Okay? And it's the Lord that orchestrates everybody. All right. So even Tupac, he was here for a personal reason. He was here for that reason. Every man on this earth has a reason to be here. And it's going to work to the good of Yahweh Shem Shah. No matter what happens on this earth, everything works to the good of Yahweh Shem Shah. Everything is pushed out the way he wanted to be pushed. Okay? So I'm going to play a little quick uh, snippet of this video. And, hold on, hold on. Let me see. I got another scripture I'm going to hit before I do. Yeah, kind of. This is Isaiah 42 and 22. Okay. Now this 48 and 21. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the law and make it honorable. Okay. The Lord's law is honorable. You know what I'm saying? It's going and when we get when the new covenant come in, it's going to be the greatest thing that's ever hit the earth, which it already is. You know what I'm saying? It's just men who couldn't hold the law. That's what separated us from the nations. Is the fact that we had laws, statutes, and commandments. The other nations, they didn't have none. They don't know sin. The other nations can't sin because they're not under our laws. Okay, they're under our laws and we're empowered. They're under our laws, but the Lord then never gave it to them. The Lord never went to the heathen nations. He never went to the wicked. He never went to Esau. He only dealt with the house of Israel, of Yahshua. Okay, so the other nations don't have our laws. So they're just naturally wicked. They naturally do the wicked shit of the earth. Right? But we are naturally separate people, holy, separate people, man. We're naturally righteous people. That's why Jake always screaming back to God. When Jake in trouble, they go back to God. When Jake do all these wicked ass songs, you look up, like DMX had all them songs about death and hell and the devil and all this and that. And you look up and you have a song begging the Lord give him a sign to forgive him for his hell and sin that he did. You have Tupac talking about that. You got all these different movie stars and actors. They've done all this wickedness. But then they still in there that righteousness because they were born to be righteous. It pops out and they scream for the higher power to help them. But they're just so far gone. And the Lord just don't want to deal with them. You know. All right, but now right here. Uh, But this is a people robbed and spoiled. That's right, Israel, Yahshua, we have been robbed and spoiled. all through history, but it's mainly chiefly now through the Atlantic slave trade, man. All right, the slavery here in America has robbed us and has spoiled us, man, by so-called white men. It's robbed and spoiled the Israelites, taking our heritage, okay? Fucked our people over, our people are rotten, inside out. And all they do is look up there like the zombies walk around smoking dope everywhere they go. You know what I'm saying? It's just a big drug fest, fuck fest. Everybody's infested with AIDS and diseases, you know? Lady was talking about being in Atlanta, how she got infested with disease. Dude had AIDS, born with AIDS, man. He was a fucking born a diseased devil, man. Was there be visions upon the earth for evil, to do evil upon the earth, man? Just wicked nigga, man. You know, infesting each other with different kind of STDs and shit. You know, this world is sick, man. It's a sick ass place. But this is the people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. That's right. All kind of traps. And they are hid in prison houses. How many of our people, the majority of our men are hidden in prison houses or dead? Right? The prison houses is like what, 80, 90% Jake? You know, it's a very high population of the so-called Negro man that's locked up in a prison house in America. And America itself is a big ass prison house. If we don't know who we are, we can't travel from country to country. We can't go over free. We're not free. You know, this is a big ass prison, man. You know, they are for a prey. Right? Who's the prey? We are to be the prey of the so-called white man. Man, he's been preying on us for not for over 500 years now, man. Okay, they are for a prey and none delivered. That's right, because no man can deliver. No man can cut asunder what the Lord has put together. So the Lord put this together. This is the Lord works. Man. Nobody can save us, help us, unless it's the Lord Himself. Okay, the Lord said it where He can't be saved. Malcolm, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Sojourner Truth, all everybody go through history and try to save uh, the so-called Negroes out of that plight that were Negroes. Well, nobody tried to save so-called Negroes, but other than so-called Negroes. You go back through history, nobody was ever able to save us, bring us out of this hell. We've never been able to be delivered out of this devil's hand. Why? Because it's the Lord, man. It said Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. So the Lord put the wicked in control, man. Okay? We had to go through this. Deuteronomy 28, we had to go through this hell. 15 to 60, 68, we had to go through this hell. We can't get out of it unless the Lord let us out. All right? And none delivered for a spoil, and none saith restore. That's right. Nobody give a fuck. No nation on this earth cares about Jake's plight, Jake's hell. Nobody does. Nobody never did. Go to Psalms 83rd chapter. All right, they were all confederate against us, man. They was all working against us. All the nations on this earth worked against so-called Negroes, so Esau can steal our heritage, and the rest of them can laugh and degrade us. Okay, and wag their hands at us and gnash their teeth. Okay, and have a good laugh at Jake. You know, make money off us, get rich, send their kids to colleges and expensive colleges and shit. All right. All right. Right here. Who among you will, I'm going to read this, then I'm going to go to this quick video, then I'm going to close out. Who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come? Right, and that time to come is the end, man. Who gave Jacob for a spoil? That's right. Who gave uh, the southern tribe for a spoil, man? Who did? Who gave Judah, Benjamin, Levi up into the so-called white man's hands? It was the Lord, Yahweh. Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Yahweh did that. Because why? Because we wanted to transgress the law, statutes, and commandments, man. If we would against the will of the Father. Okay? Who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Did not Yahweh Shemel Shai? Did not our power take that hedge of protection off of us? You go back to Job, and he shows what he does when that hedge of protection leaves. He gives Satan the power to what? To rob and steal and spoil us, man. Like he robbed and stole and spoiled, he robbed and spoiled Job. Okay, so my white man Satan, Esau, he robbed and spoiled us. All right. Satan's counterpart on the earth. This is so-called white man is Esau. Okay? It's his counterpart. Who does the bidding? All right? Who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord, Yahweh? That's capital. Lord, that's Yahweh. Did not Yahweh? He against whom we have sinned. That's right, man. We sinned against the Lord, man. We transgressed the laws, man. We went against everything he said. And we did it our own way. Okay, and this is what we did. Now, this today is what we have today. This is our fault. This is the fault of Yahshua. Okay? For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his laws, man. I just said, okay? Therefore, he hath poured out upon him the fury of his anger, okay? And the strength of battle, and it hath set him on fire round about. Yet he knew not, and it burned him. Yet he laid it not to heart. And that's right. Our people ain't laying this shit to heart. They're not paying attention. They're not looking. They can't. They still don't understand. See, look at them. They waxing worse and worse. This is worse and worse. People every year, every generation, this shit gets worse and worse. Every fucking month, it's worse and worse. Our people just keep degrading, and the whole world is fucked. But especially our people. Why? Because we have law, statutes, and commandments. Man. Okay, we literally went against the ways of the world. He was disobedient. Jake is a hard-headed, stubborn, stiff-necked motherfucker, man. Disobedient ass motherfucker, man. All right. All right, I'm gonna go just play this video right quick because I don't want to make this long. So I just wanted to make it a few minute video. So I'm gonna play this little part here, you know, and just show you that how Jake, you know, how Jake know who his, he know who his enemy is. You understand? He knows that he's, he knows what he's at. You know what I mean? He knows in the spirit that hey, this shit ain't right. Even when you got some money, you got a little fame, and this shit just still ain't right. You know what I mean? You know your people is in a position that they shouldn't be in, and you trying to find a way to fight to get them out of it. All right, and that's what this man was thought he was doing. But hey, until the Lord turned it out, man, he couldn't complete it because he got caught up in that nigga shit. He couldn't. Why? Because nobody, like I said, nobody, nobody, okay, can save you from the hand of the Lord. All right, deceive and deceiver are his. So it's up to the Lord to what He want to do with you. Okay, and like I said, who gave you up to a spoil? Did not the Lord? Who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Who did it? Yahweh did it. Okay, this is all the hand of Yahweh. So no matter what, how these Jakes feel, they want to pull their people out of their hell, and he can't do it. He wasn't able to do it. The Lord got this man put to death. All right, he was wicked, but what it means is he was starved, mentally fucked up, man. But let me play this video back. Hey, cops beating on Jake. They was cops putting Jake to death, man. Putting him dead, they killed him. To this day, they was doing Jake then like that before and at that time. That this Jake was beat by the cop, and he had a little fame at that time. It didn't matter. Matter of fact, he even ended up shooting a cop or something like that. Or shooting that cop, so he shot a cop or something like that too as well later on. You know, hey, but this fight has always been against Jacob and Esau. Look who's the police. Who do you, when you think of police, what do you depict them as? The Esau, Edomite, red, man. The enemy, man. Your oppressor. And Jake know it. Jake understand it. Even when they're in that world, they know and understand it. And like he said, you have no choice. You either accept it, talk about it. You really don't have no choice. Or you fight back. And if you try to fight back, you're gonna get killed. Hell, you accept it, you're gonna get killed. Either way it goes. For Jake, it's been showing either way it goes, you're gonna get killed. You like that Jake down there, I think it's in what, North Carolina, where they shot him in the back of the head. He was running from him. The bullet went straight to the back of the head, man. He wasn't going to attack him. He was trying to get away from getting away from his attackers, from his oppressors. And what they do, they put the bullet in his head. Man. You know, that's the world we live in. This is what separates us from Esau, the so-called white man. You are in your hell. This is hell. All right. You're a slave. You're still slaves in America. You're still slaves. You're not. You're no more than a two fifths of a human. All right. It was a 2/3 of a human, whichever way they say it. All right. You get the picture. That's right. It's about the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. Right down in Isaiah 42. Right. But right here, let me this right here. This is this is Job 3 and 14. No, it's Job 3 and 12. And I'm gonna just jump up 3 and 11. Okay. So like, we jump up 3 and 10. Yeah, Job 3 and 10 right here. I can jump up even higher. I'm just gonna just kind of get to the point. I'm gonna just kind of just. I'll get there. Okay. This is Job 3 and 10. Because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from my eyes. That's right. So when you're in this world, sorrow coming out your mother's womb, you coming into sorrow. Okay. And this is what this man realized. He come out the womb and he's in sorrow, he's in pain. His people was in pain, his people was in sorrow. And that's what he sees. So he's figuring out trying to find a way to get his people out of pain and sorrow, but he's putting them even more deeper in it. Right? He can't see it. Right? All right, right here, Job 3 and 10. Because it shut up not the doors of my mother womb, nor hid sorrow from my eyes. Why did I? Why died I not from the womb? So Job said, "Why I didn't die from the womb? Because he had to go. Job had to go through all this oppression, all this hell. Okay, he went through so much. He was like, why ain't just dead, man? You know, why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? And when you living in this world, you're so fucking oppressed, man. That's how you feel a lot of times. You feel that way. Now you gonna hurt yourself? No, man. Because if you are believing in how about shot, you know why you're going through it. You understand it, so you're like, hey, man, this shit's hell, but hey, we're gonna push through this shit. You know, in the end, we win anyway. All right. Verse 12. Why did the knees prevent me? Or why the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet. I should have slept, then had I been at rest. That's right. Because he said he'd rather been a stillborn at birth, not no breath of life when he came out to the world. Because why? He'd be at rest. Because getting into this world, you're not at rest. Your soul is in sorrow. Your soul is in turmoil. All right, it's all here. It's all bad here. Okay, this is judgment. This is the place of judgment under the sun. Okay? Wickedness is here. All right? Death is here. All right? But back to the spirit world is rest. It's peace. It's peaceful. Okay? You don't have all this wicked shit going on. Right? Ain't no anything you think of. All this, everything Babylon is definitely not. It's total opposite of the spirit. All right? How about Shema Shai? Okay? With kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves. That's right. See, the king and counselors is at rest. Well, with the Lord, man. Or with princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver. or as a hidden untimely birth I had not been, as infants which never saw light. There you go, right there. Said it clear as day. Okay? Why had I not rest, man? Okay? That's it. As an infant on the untimely birth, man. Rather died as a baby, man. You know? There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. That's right. So back in the spirit world, when you back at rest, man, there's no wicked rest. The wicked cease from troubling you, man. Because on this side, we get troubled everywhere we go. All right. And there the weary be at rest. And who's the weary? You go back to Deuteronomy 28, is Jacob. Okay. Would God there would light. Would God there would day. Would God there would night. That's no rest. No rest of the mind. You know, drive down the street, police pull behind you. Oh shit, they about to pull me over. That you have to live like that is that's hell, man. That you just in complete hell. No matter how much money you got, no matter what position you got in life. Like that guy, Jake, that was in the military. When they drug his ass, slammed his ass down on his face on the ground, man. Tased him and all kind of shit, pepper sprayed him. Ain't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck he was in the military. It didn't fucking matter he was a lieutenant. They didn't give a fuck. You were a nigga. That's all they see. you know, all they see is you're some kind of alien person. You're not like them, like they showed in them. When that preacher was looking at the ladies, he started flipping out because all he seen was an alien. And we really are aliens to them. You know, they're aliens to us. You know? All right, Job 3 and 18. There the prisoners rest together. Okay, they hear not the voice of the oppressor. That's right, man. They hear not the voice of the oppressor. Okay, and that's the point, and that's the purpose, man. Like he said, so this is where the oppressor and oppressors are. You know what I mean? But when you're in the spirit world, you're no longer being oppressed. Okay, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans are being oppressed in Babylon, in the world period. So when we go back to the spirit world, the oppression, the voice of the oppressor, you don't hear it anymore. Okay, the prisoners, they rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor. So the oppressor is there as well, but he ain't shit. The small and the great are there. So the great people of life, as well as the small, are there. And the servant is free from his master. That's right. See, we've been servants under Esau, under the devil, under the so-called white man. Okay, the Lord said, I have polluted my heritage. Okay, there's the Lord that did that. Everything was done because of Yahweh Shem Shai, and the fact that He did it, because He, like this, I read back in Isaiah 42. Man, we went against the laws, went against His ways. Okay, we didn't hold the covenant with the Lord, man. All right. Okay, I'm gonna read a little more. Um, Wherefore is light given to him that is in misery, and life unto the bitter in soul. When you go back, man, you bitter in soul. But when you go back to the Lord, man, hey, you get life back, man. Your life, you come back to who you are. You get back to your peace, which long for death, but it cometh not, and dig for it more than for a hidden treasure. Yeah, that's right. That's right. When rejoice exceedingly and are glad when they can find the grave. Hey man, it's a lot of people in this world that, man, that death is better because why? Once again, they don't have to go through the hell of life. The regular everyday life, they don't have to go through poor, poverty, being beat, kicked, busted, and disgusted, just being oppressed always. Life is just hell. You know, even when you're making it, you still got to go through hell. You know, when you work for Esau, you gotta go deal with shit. Gotta kiss his ass. Gotta smile on his face. You gotta do all this shit that you just don't want to do, man. That shit's heavy. That shit's heavy on your soul. You just like, man, bro, I gotta do this shit. You get like that. You like, man, I'm over this shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, some people now, like, it's better to be in the grave than to be here. You know, all right? Um, right quick, let me get this. I'm gonna play a little bit more of the video, then I'm gonna close out. That's it. Jake wanted to get out of his hell, man. Why? Because Jake is cursed. Your whole life is cursed. Even when you think you got something, you got money in this world, you're cursed. That goes back to the curses of Deuteronomy 28. You cannot escape these curses no matter how much money you have, no matter what position you have in life. Your motherfucking ass got this curse on you, and it ain't never gonna go away. It's all you motherfuckers got it on you. The whole race got it on you. When you're rich, broke, busted, or disgusted, it doesn't matter if you're rich or you're poor. It does not matter. Them curses is on your ass like white on like brown on rice. You know, like a fly to shit. Okay, ain't no coming off of it. You can fan them away for a minute, but it's coming right back to your ass. It cleaves unto your ass. These these curses cleave unto our people. Why? Because we transgress the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We transgress the law of the Lord. You know, and like you said, there's no other point for the oppressor, but the oppressor gonna have to get his, and that's true. You go back to Obadiah, the oppressor gonna get his. Okay, when you go into Malachi, the oppressor gonna get his. When you go into when you go into I don't know numerous of chapters, man, the oppressor is going to get his. All right, he's going to Ezekiel. Esau is going to get his. Okay, Ezekiel 25th chapter. Esau going to get his. You know, right quick. Let me just pull out one quick chapter. Um, while I was just thinking about it. There's somewhere else I wanted to go, but it just popped in my head. Um, I was just this right here. This is Obadiah, right quick. I'm just gonna hit this one right quick. This is Obadiah. Obadiah 1 and 10. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And that's basically the whole. That's it, really. That's basically the whole thing for Esau, man. You've oppressed the Lord's people, and for your violence against the Lord's people, hey, you're gonna be cut off forever, 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 ever. All right. Right here, this is Job 15 and 20. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of his hidden, and the number of his years is hidden to the oppressor. All right, all right. Yeah, let's see. Look at that right now. Yeah, there you go. That's the one I want. It's a lot there. That's okay. I want Psalm. This is Psalm 72 and 4. He shall judge the poor of the people. He shall save the children of the needy. And who's gonna save us? Yahweh. Okay, and shall break in pieces the oppressor. That's right, because it's gonna be Yahweh that's gonna come back, and he's gonna break in pieces of the oppressor. Man. He's gonna take Esau, he's gonna break his ass off properly. Man. All right, All right. So basically that was it. I just want to bring out that point, bring out a couple scriptures. I just want to bring out, hey man, so Jake, even in this guy's death before he died, he knew what he was going through. He was being oppressed. That's why he was having all those songs, Illuminati and Killer Illuminati and all that bullshit, all that shit. Leads, with all that rap shit he was doing. He had songs about the Lord and changes and but Jay is because Jake got a seal, man. Jake got a seal for the Lord. We are holy people. We are separate people. We are the chosen people. All right, you are a chosen generation. You are a chosen nation. And even though our people are being wicked right now, they were chosen, and they're gonna come back as a two-third in the kingdom. But they're gonna have to know a death after pain. You know. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to bring out something quick. Just seeing what the guy was saying. I was asking Lord for a quick video. Hope this video was edifying to the Aki. Uh, I want to start. I want to end it by saying, "Call on Yahweh by Shimi Al Shah, by Shimi Kakadash." A double honor cross the game millstone. I'm Yaquan from YSO. You brothers and Aqua, keep pushing, keep learning, keep understanding. Keep playing your roles, man. Play your roles. You know, stay in your place, man. Play your roles. It's all right. Ain't nobody got to be super deep. Ain't nobody got to, know more than man. Just play your role. If whatever the Lord gave you, man, take it, do it, and keep pushing. All right. Hey, man. With that said, I want to say shalom. Wild Baba Ball, Kwame Yasha.